Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Yuni here, and today we have version 1.1 Galactic Glooming special program from Honkai Impact. Oops. And today we are watching the version 1.1, our first ever dev stream for Honkai Star Rail. I'm super excited for this. For those that were waiting for it yesterday, it was delayed and delayed and delayed. So hopefully they made it worth our while. Let's go get our redeem codes. Make sure you check on the comments below for all the redeem codes available and redeem it ASAP. Let's get to it. I'm super excited for it. Let's go. This is it. This is it. Okay, hope everyone has their drinks, popcorns, and everything ready. Let's do this. Version 1.1 Galactic Roaming, a special program.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source.
Oh, hello.
A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Ciencio
I can't see.
Lafu.
There's like a little owl behind me.
Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the Lafu Skyfaring Helm Master Madame Yukong, as well as Mr. CHAR,
Otto.
a traveling merchant currently staying on the ship.
Ooh.
Madame Yukong, what's the latest on the Lafu situation?
Well, for the most part, the
man,
Stellaron
looks so
crisis has
pretty.
been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I love her
I
color
see.
scheme. It's very
Mr.
like,
CHAR,
green
I hear you
teal.
experienced the
Love it.
crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Lafu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers
Strangers,
that I
done,
was
huh?
able to escape unharmed.
That's the Ciencio Alliance. I knew you guys had everything under control.
I
why
should
does this
mention
owl
that
sound
over
like
the course
Ito?
of this crisis, we've witnessed a
Sounds
lot
like
of
Ito and
suspicious
Sampo
activity.
mushed together.
We believe the
It's like
infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka.
Oh, wait, we have them in
Unfortunately,
custody?
their accomplice is still on the loose.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking about the
Bronya,
hacker
Silver
girl,
Wolf.
right? Silver Wolf? I heard she infiltrated the Ciencio systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Ooh.
Like this one.
Oh?
Exactly, just like...
Like what? Like
Your
what?
fake ID info is ready.
Okay.
This place is different from the rest of the space station.
Oh my god,
We're
why
on
is she so
Genius
badass?
Society turf. Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly.
Bronya!
What we're looking for, it's a bait signal.
Oh,
You can challenge the
hello.
space station. But challenge me? Good luck. Welcome to Billabog's History and Culture
Interesting.
Museum.
She's so badass.
The interior looks brand new,
Does this sound like Hutao?
but we're in a bit of a bind.
Oh?
Our exhibit was stolen.
Hook? Did Hook steal it? Oh, that's so cute.
Let me take a look.
Oh my god, is she like
So these are the
spying?
suspects.
She's like stalking.
Let's settle this.
Okay, he other than looking like Otto, he looks like Frankenstein from Noblesse. I swear to god, he looks like Frankenstein from Noblesse. I'll put a picture. I'll show
Never
you
let
guys
your
it.
guard down in front of your enemy.
Oh mama! Oh baby.
And now, young man, allow
Yes?
me to give you a dignified end.
The master is still alive. The master is still alive. Okay, okay. Oh, so we have a code. But like, damn. Okay, we're gonna go back to it because this is not live. Let's have a look at that again.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
God, this dude is so cool. So he ends up challenging her.
Allow me to give you a dignified end.
Oh my god, she's gorgeous. She has a crescent moon. Can she be playable, please? Playable character, please? Please? Also, look at these little other Bronyas. They're so cute. There's like a detective Bronya hiding behind my face, and also like a schoolgirl Bronya. That is so cute. Alright, let's skip through this and go to the...
Whether or not... And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Damn.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. As always, it's your host and good buddy Albert. Welcome
Bill
to the
Butts?
Honkai Star
Cool.
Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special
Wait,
Program.
does he voice anything?
Hello, good to be
In the
here.
game itself?
Today, we've invited 3 special guests to be with us on the program. Introducing...
Bronya.
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun, and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas, and I voice CHAR.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to have you with us. And now,
Oh my god,
without
that little
further
chibi
ado,
is so cute.
let's get straight into Honkai
That chibi
Star
is
Rail
so
version
cute.
1.1.
Oh, let's go.
What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herta Space Station, Bellabog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
Speaking of Silver Wolf, I hear our notorious Stellaron Hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory
It'll
soon.
be interesting for Silver
Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Two geniuses
yeah.
fighting it out. I'm gonna save for KAFKA. I'm gonna save for KAFKA. I'm gonna save for KAFKA. I'm saving KAFKA and Blade saving. You cannot tempt me.
Now,
You cannot
if
tempt
I'm not
me.
mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious girl was back at the start of the story.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but...
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed that better.
So, what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
She's a super hacker, essentially. Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Laofu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey, you guys know
It's
that this is
illegal.
all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah. I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron Hunters.
I see.
It's interesting how she joined the
Second
Stellaron
question.
Hunters as well. It's
What's
like,
with all the gaming
wonder what happened.
paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't come as a
Console,
surprise
controller?
to anyone, but she's a gamer. In
PlayStation
fact,
5?
she sees the
PlayStation
universe
release?
as a game in itself, and she's playing to win.
Pay to
She
win.
actually uses a lot of gamer
to win.
slang in conversation.
Okay.
Not everyone picks up on it, though.
Was she gonna say GG
So it's
easy?
fair to say she's kind of a nerd.
You could say that. She's also not great at socializing.
Really? Huh. She always struck me as pretty outgoing.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends.
'Cause she's
That's quite the
useful.
combo.
Well, if you struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa,
Oh,
you're talking
she
about
created
imaginary
her
friends,
own
right?
chibi.
I'm not sure that
That's so
counts.
cute.
Oh. Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's friend. There's devil. This one over here is white collar. Oh,
one's devil?
and this one's servant.
Oh, they're
Aw.
so cute.
There's like 2,
Yeah,
4,
they're
5.
pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second.
She doesn't have friends.
Since when
so she
did
makes
AI
her
become
own.
so adorable?
Relatable.
Really, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over.
Relatable.
It's thanks to Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age.
How old is she? So
Let's take a
that's
look at her
16.
strengths.
Oh, okay.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority. In particular,
Ooh,
her
okay.
skill can inflict a weakness on enemies. The weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's attack type.
Oh, that's
Which
good.
is to
But then,
say
like,
that even
I
if
have so many
nobody
supports
on
on
her
my
team
team, I
has
don't
an
think it's gonna
attack
be
type
useful.
which matches an
Like,
enemy's
it'll get, like,
weakness,
weakness to Blue.
Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's existing strength.
Exactly!
That is
In
the
addition,
KAFKA.
every one of Silverwolf's attacks has a chance of inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack,
God.
defense, and speed, respectively.
Okay.
And outside of combat, Silverwolf can use her technique to attack an enemy and enter battle. Regardless of enemy weakness, she deals damage to all
No.
enemies and reduces their toughness.
Oh, no.
If
Save me for
Silverwolf
KAFKA,
breaks
save
an
me for
enemy's
KAFKA.
weakness with her technique,
Save me for
it
KAFKA.
triggers the quantum weakness
blade.
break effect, right?
I'm F2P.
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation. So cool. It's like something out of a rhythm game, right? See, I'm starting to see what you mean by the universe being a game to her.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't
think
stop
there's,
there
like,
either.
99,
Did I
and then
mention
she
her
does, like,
ability
8
names?
damage.
There's system warning, allow changes,
Yeah.
awaiting system response, force quit program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah. Oh,
Control,
was there
Alt,
one called a
delete.
10-set guarantee? Ooh. Or how about single warp miracle?
Yeah, I would like single wolf miracle. I like that.
Sadly,
Definitely.
not. Her ultimate's
Oh.
called user banned, though.
Oh, I know what that means. Banned out of existence. I guess the
Banish
scary
you
olds
to
would
the
need the
shadow
scary
realm.
name.
Cool.
Well, it's time to move on to the Cienjo's mysterious visitor.
KAFKA?
Lacha, the traveling merchant.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. He's a healer, right? Saving for blade, saving for blade, saving for blade, saving for blade. Saving for blade. Saving for blade, saving for blade. Blade.
Straight off the bat, man knows how to dress. Elegant look, gentlemanly demeanor, but they say
I
he's
swear
hiding a
he is
secret.
Frankenstein from
What do you
Nobilis.
think? Good guy
And
or
that
villain?
coffin is right.
He
That's
seems
like
very
right.
suspicious.
I'll show you guys pictures.
Really? How so?
Well, imagine some guy waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a little taken aback, right?
Hey, I
It's
think you're
just
being a
well
little hard
traveled.
on the guy. Some tourists do their research.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little mysterious? They came in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a
Spoilers.
traveler merchant, I'm gonna want some
done
first
this
aid
class.
skills under my belt.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
Trades
Well,
life.
I feel like
Okay.
this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Lacha fan club or something?
Ooh,
Yes.
Let's start one.
Yeah.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Gosh. Oh my god, he's
Yeah,
carrying
you got me
Chi-Chi.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone
He's
needs a
Bailu
conversation
Miss
starter,
Chi-Chi.
right? Especially traveling merchants. Think about it. If you walk past this guy, the coffin's gonna draw your attention,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna,
You'll
like, run
probably
away.
ask
I'm
him
gonna
about
ask.
it, and before you know it,
Oh my god.
he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
You know something?
He's
That kind of makes sense.
he's one of the
Pretty
new
smart.
salesperson
I
for Hu
see.
Tao. He's a
And if
traveling
you find people
sales
are in
merchant
need of a
for
few
Hu
shower
Tao's
curtain
Wang
rings,
Shang.
I happen upon the
Funeral
finest
parlor.
collection of authentic Cienjo bathroom wear.
or-
Beautiful stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Lacha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
He's a bad guy. Oh, he's a sad guy.
Guess all you
an
trailblazers
auto
have to make
sad
up
guy.
your own minds. So, Why don't we take a look at his ability?
Ooh, now we're talking. CHAR is an imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing too and dispel debuffs from his allies. For example, CHAR's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, CHAR uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Emergency healing, huh?
Nice.
Important for team survival.
Sure is.
I've got
After unlocking a special trace, using CHAR's skill also dispels a debuff from an ally. Using CHAR's ultimate, Death Wish, dispels one buff from and deals imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies,
Okay,
CHAR has an important role to play.
Precisely. And here's something else. Every time CHAR uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself one stack of Abyss Flower. When the Abyss Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, CHAR deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack. And that's not all. After unlocking a special trace, attacks against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Cool, it's like a force field of healing.
During exploration, when CHAR uses his technique, Mercy of a Fool, his field will be immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
No!
Mr.
That's so
CHAR,
broken.
mysterious origins and extraordinary skills.
I'm saving for play. No, I'm saving for play. Oh, so it's like a Bailey and a Natasha and a Bronya put together. So I guess it'll be really good to have you if you don't have either of those three characters. He heals, he debuffs, and he attacks. I hate the fact that his ulti actually attacks. Bronya's ulti doesn't attack.
There's somebody else here we gotta get to.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
Madame
elegant,
Yukong.
sky-faring Hellmaster Madame Yukong.
What is she
About
do?
time, too.
I kind of want to pull for
from
her.
commerce,
I'll skip
cargo,
the others and I'll try and
passengers,
pull for her.
all the way through to the Air Force, the Skyfaring
Just
Commission
like a
is in charge of
pencil.
all matters
Maybe
relating
one.
to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
She's so bad.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
That's cool.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're only young once.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers,
Yeah,
don't try that at home.
No hacking and no
Well,
running red
Her
lights.
rebellious streak might be a thing of the past,
Gampa.
but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up.
Okay.
Yukong is an imaginary
gosh, she
type
looks so
character
good.
following the path of harmony. Her
she
skill
looks so
Emboldening
good.
Salvo grants her 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings. When roaring bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases. Yukong loses 1 stack of roaring bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
You got it. During exploration, using Yukong's technique increases her movement speed for a set
That's
time.
so fast.
It also allows her to obtain 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings at the start of the next battle.
Ooh, sounds
Wow,
like a
that's
good
really
recipe
quick.
for shaking
She's
off
faster than
enemy
Bailey.
pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional damage and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Ah.
When Yukong unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all
gosh.
allies. The
Just
days on the front lines may be
and
over,
Ganyu.
but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere. Maybe one day, we'll get to see her take flight once again.
She's so
Ooh,
pretty.
here's hoping.
I just want one.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm gonna say for
Still,
KAFKA,
let's not forget what
save
else
for
we
Blade,
got
and
coming
for
up.
one Yukong.
In
and
version
I'm good.
1.1, we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp.
Ooh.
First up, Incessant Rain.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh? That's a mood.
The Silver Wolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that right. Someone don't want to tidy the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, KAFKA. I'm gonna tidy it as soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Sure. The second light cone is the Path of Abundance's Echoes of the Coffin. See, it looks like a snapshot of
I told you guys, he's got something in that. It's got right in that.
To the coffin?
Wow, looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid.
Rise
So many
regenerating,
questions.
that's what he's doing.
I
he's
get a
traveling
sense
the
of
world to
mystery
help his
and
master
elegance, but
regenerate.
there's also a kind of
Spoilers.
tenderness and fragility here. Don't you
It's
think?
sad.
Well, one thing's for sure. If people weren't curious about Lacha's coffin yet, they are now.
Just a man in his ornately decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Whatever you say, Craig. Check this out. During the first phase of version 1.1 in the character warp,
saving.
Contract 0,
I'm not getting it.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Silver Wolf. During the same phase in the Light Cone event warp,
I'm
the
FTP,
drop rate
so
of the
like,
5-star
I'm not
Light
with the
Cone
cones
Incessant
either.
Rain will be boosted.
No, thank you.
Now, during the second phase of version 1.1,
I
in
might
the
pull the
character
second
warp,
phase
Late
only
Pursuit,
for Yukong. And if I
Trailblazers
don't get
can obtain the
Yukong
limited
and like
5-star
maximum
character
tempo,
Lacha
then I'm
and
done.
4-star character Yukong.
Okay, I'm done if I don't
During
get
the
her.
same phase, in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted. And I almost forgot to mention, when version 1.2 rolls around,
Wait, 1.2?
Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong
Oh, nice. So
for
if I don't get her in a
free.
temple, whatever, I'll get her in 1.2.
Details for this event will be
That's pretty
announced through
nice.
official channels in the not-too-distant future.
Nice.
Ooh, awesome.
Leaking 1.2, 1.1.
Let's take
Oh,
a
like
break for a minute
teasing it.
here, but
That's
when we
pretty
get
good.
back, we'll be talking version 1.1 events.
Yeah, let's see the events. I'm gonna skip through this. Oh, it's almost done.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. New characters and light cones aside,
Do we have any
version
events?
1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates.
Okay.
And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silver Wolf on the way.
Story event, hopefully?
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, KAFKA and Silver Wolf invaded Herta's
Yeah.
space station.
Yeah.
KAFKA's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silver Wolf's mission was to help KAFKA infiltrate the space station's systems and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't enough for Silver Wolf.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silver Wolf was here.
I was here.
Way to rub it in their faces, Silver Wolf. Still, artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like classic Silver Wolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld.
Oh?
Punk Lord.
No way.
Kind of fitting, don't you think?
Wait, her homework's called
gotta be
Punk Lord?
kidding
me. No way.
Afraid so.
Wait, seriously?
I think she was destined for this kind of behavior. Anyway, in the Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers
okay.
receive an invite from the space station's network security engineer,
Until the
Leonard.
19th?
They have to help Leonard locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital... Oh, I bet you need to hack into it or something.
You might be right. We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators,
Ooh.
Screwlum. He'll
So
be helping the
that's how what
Trailblazers
he
too.
looks like
Wait, haven't we seen Screwlum before somewhere?
in the trailer?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in Herta's office.
Yeah.
He's a robot, right?
A robot Genius Society member.
Ooh.
Interesting. I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve. If he's helping
Is
us out
this, like,
too,
Fontaine
sure we'll
design?
be fine.
You know what I found out?
Ooh, me
Silver
again.
Wolf and Screwlum actually faced off against each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the We Will Meet Again light cone.
Whoa. Okay, Screwlum, looking kind of handsome there. Geez, his portrait really doesn't do him justice.
If you and the Lyco need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
PG-13.
I guess this event will be the second time Scroolums come up against Silverwolf's mischief, then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Ooh, guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like some of these characters could pull it off.
I don't think that feature's coming to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with the artwork.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Collecting the graffiti designs also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light cone
Oh, so that's
before
part
the
of the event
tutorial
then.
mission
That's
starts.
good.
Complete the event mission to obtain Always Smiling, which can be exchanged in the event shop for limited light cone, special superimposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey, that's another good-looking light cone. Not to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask. Is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
It looks so fluffy! I want one.
Not to mention it, why don't I introduce you to the HiPC's merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time. Or maybe let's just get back to version 1.1 for now. In the story thus far, Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow. But there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes.
Oh, so we're going back
Any
to
of you guys
Belobog?
want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two. Now that the underworld and overworld are reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction. One recent development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Aw, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
No.
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Oh, wait a minute. I only just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say
That's
it
what we
was
hooked, maybe?
you.
Because it was in the trailer, just running away
Oh.
from the guards.
Prime suspect. Anyway, in the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer
how
must
many
help
Stellar
Payla
Jades they're
track
gonna
down clues and recover the lost exhibits.
Hopefully like 5 pulls.
Well, I love a good whodunit.
Or 10.
Sounds great.
Well, that's not all. The Trailblazer can take on
Ooh.
managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Oh, is this
Huh.
like...
So what does that involve exactly?
Oh.
I'm glad you asked.
Bounties?
The Trailblazer can do things like collect exhibits
yeah, it
and
is like
enlist other
bounties.
individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can
Yeah.
accumulate funds to expand the museum's exhibits and gradually unlock limited time rewards, such as stellar jade, lost crystals,
Wait,
and
limited times
self-modeling
as part
resin.
of the event?
Sounds
That was
like
just a
fun.
permanent
I'm
feature.
sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When
Like
the
a
limited
permanent
time
feature would
event
be
is
really
over,
nice.
the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
Oh, okay.
Trailblazers can return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of
Oh,
course,
but we
if you
can't, like,
encounter
advance
any
into
issues
more
during the running
rewards.
of the museum, please
But when
don't
you made it
hesitate to get in
permanent, so you
touch
can
with the
like...
IPC.
It's like bounties. That would be so good. Instead of like
Wait.
limited edition
have the service.
bounties.
Gotta get ahead of myself.
A deep breath, Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Thanks, Don. This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version.
Yes,
Let's get back
please.
on track.
All right. A researcher from the space station found a combat simulation program of unknown origin called Stellar
Ooh,
Flare,
this is
which
the
contains
third
a
event.
series of new challenge stages.
Huh? More
challenge
challenges?
stages.
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a
Oh,
challenge theme and
cool.
corresponding special mechanism.
Okay.
Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in
Do you
as
think we
few
can do this
turns
in
as
order?
possible.
Sounds like the
Eh?
Forgotten Hall
Yeah, I
to
was
me.
gonna say.
The
sounds
difference
like
with
Forgotten
Stellar
Hall.
Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points. In others,
Ooh.
damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's
So,
toughness will be
Gacha gamers
immediately
have to
restored.
read.
Huh, sounds pretty cool. But I'm sure Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Don't worry. To assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge, every Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
I want to try.
You don't say.
Cute.
I can get behind that.
I want to try that.
The Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent cycle.
Ooh, do we get
and
like
the calyxes
bonuses?
are unusually active.
Yeah.
The reality data contained within them has grown exponentially.
It's like our ley lines.
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to obtain double the rewards from calyxes. Leveling up, here we come.
July the 7th.
The next event we're going to talk about is called Lab Assistance in Position.
That's like...
Wen Sherling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress. As a result, Wen Sherling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
I like
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and Mocha. As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
To hang out.
What?
I haven't even done one.
Not even one detail?
Come on, Don. Can you give us a little something? We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Don.
All right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer?
Yes.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Yes. You mean Jing
I was wondering who she was.
Master?
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past.
Yes.
And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yanqing.
Oh, I'm definitely doing this
And
quest.
that's all you're getting. Sorry.
I'm definitely. Out of all of the
Prizes
quests,
are
I'm
worth
only gonna do
waiting for.
Yanqing's one.
I hate waiting.
Oh,
I wanna see
her.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting. However, I do have a little info on some other updates. Interested?
Yes.
Sure, I guess.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then I suppose I'll just...
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right? That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will also be arriving in version 1.1. For the length of this version, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, they can acquire 10 Star Rail special passes.
Oh my god, you know what I want to do?
10 free warps? Nice.
All of my alt accounts.
Version 1.1 will also see some system updates.
All of
When
my
Trailblazers need to obtain
accounts
leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present, as well as pinpoint the precise location of the enemy on the map with a marker.
Yeah.
Sounds like a real time saver.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Wait until you hear this. Once the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will automatically move to the location of the next enemy.
Actually really good.
After all marked enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on other maps. This process can be repeated until all daily respawn enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. I barely found my way to
I
the studio
always
today.
kinda got lost.
There's also a small combat surprise in store. During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle. As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Enemy geolocation and additional material opportunities. Devs, I owe you one.
Last but not least, in order to help Trailblazers stay in touch, version 1.1 also has a friend chat function.
Oh, that's so cute.
So you mean, aside from helping friends through support assist, we can send them messages too?
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're old companions or new acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
So good.
Hey, Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you.
During
you can be my
she's gonna
personal
hack you.
IPC customer service. What do you think?
Salut! Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I
don't
get.
pay attention.
Time for today's third redemption code.
I don't get it. I feel so lost. What is this IPC? Alright, let's get this thing. Tickets?
Well, time flies when you're having fun. Looks like our special program has come to an end.
Oh, darn.
No.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground.
There was like
now I'm even
5
more excited
events.
for the updates.
Maybe
Fingers
three
crossed
main
I get
ones,
Silverwolf.
One
Yeah,
Billabong,
seriously, same.
Greg,
and then
how
there's
you
like
feeling?
character
I
quests.
feel like I've got more questions than I came in with.
10 free pools.
What new directions will
Done.
Lacha take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum? And what about those companion missions?
Thank you for
Guess we'll
summarizing
have to find out
everything
the
I
answers
just
in
said.
game.
Yeah.
For real.
And then
As for me,
pools.
well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda wanna be her. Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to double check there for a second, huh? Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 special program. I want to thank all you trailblazers today for tuning in. And
No worries.
see you on the flip side.
See you now.
See you in the game.
Bye. See you when I see ya.
everyone.
Later, guys.
See you. That was pretty
You
cool.
didn't think it was over, did you?
No. What's 6.5? Huh? Oh no. What's 6.5? Is it does that mean it's the 6th? No, 5th of the 6th? So the version update is in 2 weeks? But it's a Monday.
Did you?
Interesting. What's happening with 6.5? Look, it's either a date, but then it may not be a date because it actually doesn't have like the dashes or the forward slashes. It's got a dot. It's 6.5. What is 6.5? Is this something we have to remember? So we're in 1.1. If it takes them like a month and a half of the updates or like to finish per version, well, this is like in 5 years' time. We're gonna have to remember this in 5 years' time. I'm not gonna remember, but I'll probably just watch my YouTube video and be like, yeah, 5 years' time, let's go. That was pretty cool. Like, I'm excited. It doesn't feel too hyped. It's kind of like just giving you a bit more of like, you know, the character stories, a bit more background. Don't know if there's any like further story for Shanzhou. No, is this Shanzhou? Luofu thingy? I don't know because it didn't really say much about it. So I hope there is, but if there isn't, at least they keep us busy with some of the backstories. Excited for the 2 banners because I'm gonna save for KAFKA and also for Blade. And let me know down in the comments below if you guys are gonna pull for them or if you guys are saving. I'm F2P. I'm like 100% F2P, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna save for KAFKA, I'm gonna save for Blade, and I might just try and pull for one Yukong. And in 10 pulls, if I don't get her, then I will just get her for free in 1.2 update because she'll be a free character then. Excited to see like all these events that's going to happen and seeing how much like jades they're gonna give us. Fingers crossed it'll be more than Genshin, and maybe like similar to Honkai Impact, but I don't know. 5 pulls per event would be really good, but I have a feeling it might just be like 1.5 pool or like maybe 3, but 5 pulls. But yeah, this is really exciting to see. It's fun as a first stream, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for being here. Since you guys have made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will try and post as much videos as I can for Star Rail. I play this game every day, and there are Twitch VODs that I do want to upload to YouTube as well if you guys are interested in watching that and see like my daily adventures. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.